Welcome back to the Hurrdat Sports Show live at Summit League Media Day. Heaven Hamling joining us now out of NDSU. Preseason first team in the Summit League. What does that honor mean to you?
It means a lot. It's a super special place to be at in the league. There's great atmosphere, great players in here, so it's just super special.
So this event so far, first ever it's ever happened, and it feels like the theme all day long has just been about the talent that is in this league. You're one of those. What can you say about what it's like playing in this conference?
Yeah, it's super crazy, all the talent that's in here. I think the Dakotas are the top 4 in the league, so every atmosphere is like high-intensity situation, and it's a great atmosphere to be in, especially with the fans yelling and everything. So everywhere you go, it's you better be on your A game.
Let's talk a little bit about that fan base, because you were 18-12 a year ago. You guys were 11-1 at home, and that counts for a lot, so that people don't come in and steal games from you, because you know how valuable those wins are. What does that type of fan support and engagement, sort of the history and the tradition of NDSU women's basketball, what does that mean to you guys?
That means a lot to us. The tradition at NDSU is priority, and NDSU is a staple in the Division II era. So the alumni that just backs us up every single day, and some of the events that we put on for them are super special, and it means a lot. And I know everyone on our team is super grateful for all of our alum. And like you said, the fan base, and like just everywhere you go at NDSU, it feels like you're at home. It feels like you're in a family. The NDSU football tailgates, the team makers events, everything is just so special there.
You averaged almost 18 points a game last year, one of the top 4 scorers in this league, is a reason why you land on that preseason first team list. What about Heaven Hamling's game is going to be a little bit different from last year to this year? What are we going to see maybe a little bit different that you've added to the mix?
I think just the pace of play is going to be a lot faster. I'm in a point guard position this year, so on the ball as different than like off the ball. I think last year I was at the 2 to start, and now this year I'll be at the 1. So just pace of play will probably be different, and you'll see us get up and down the court a lot faster.
That makes a big difference.
Coach talked about blending the experience of this team and also the talented freshmen. He said from a coaching standpoint, it's probably a little bit different than what it's like for you guys. Now trying to mix in the style of play and season coming here pretty quickly. What's that been like as a player on the court, meshing those two?
Yeah, well, we have some freshmen coming in, but they don't act like freshmen, so that's a big help as well as a veteran. You're just trying to get everyone playing together, which, playing like pickup and off season really helps a lot too, because you just, create that chemistry that you might not in practice all the time. So, the freshmen coming in and then the veterans that lead us, we do a great job of just, sticking together and getting concepts down. So everyone feels like even if they mess up, it's not the end of the world, like there's a next play. There's always something next that you can redeem yourself. So, and that helps them out too, just for chemistry and meshing wise.
Well, one of those freshmen just so happens to be your younger sister. So, Taryn, who is a freshman, 5'9" guard. You're from Grand Rapids, Minnesota. You started at Stephen F. Austin. You land at NDSU. What's it like having your sister, and how is that dynamic in practice?
It's good. I really like having her here. In practice, she's coming along. She's got some weaknesses.
That was very sweet. You said that very nicely.
Coming along.
Yes, I feel like your parents are going to appreciate that.
Yeah, no, but she's really she works hard every single day, and I hope that she looks at me as an upperclassman and someone that works their butt off every day and gets better every day. So she's coming along. Like I said, I've already seen her growth just in these first couple weeks of practice. Coming in as a freshman's hard. You don't really know anyone. She picked a locker right next to mine, so she might have been a little scared at first, but
that's okay.
She's a college girl. She likes it. She never really wants to go home, which is cool too. So
yes, that means she's blunt. She's fitting in. She's finding her place.
Yeah, she's a social butterfly, so she loves it. But I'm super excited. On the basketball court, I give her some pointers here and there, and she takes it seriously. So it's been awesome.
Good. One of the things we always like to ask people, because I think it's the buzzword, we hear it all the time. Everyone wants to talk about culture, and I think your coaches will have one thing, but I think players sometimes view the culture in your locker room, outside your locker room, maybe through a different lens than coaches do. How do you see the culture of this NDSU women's program?
It's changed for sure over the 5 years I've been here. When Jory and me first came in, it was, hey, we got to get people on this team. And they may not have been the best people to be in the locker room, but we needed to do what we needed to do. And now we have everyone in the locker room that we want. The culture is so good. We do disc profiles, and like we know everyone on our team to a T. And it's just fun. When you have a group of people that's in the locker room and it's fun every single day, you can go out in the court, compete, and maybe get after each other a little bit, but then when you're back in the locker room, you're laughing and you're making fun of each other. And I think that's really what the culture is at NDSU now. And it's changed a lot, but it's where we want to be at right now.
We've heard that. We've heard that from a lot of people, kind of getting after each other on the floor and in practice, but then off the floor. I think that says a lot for kind of who you guys are, both in and out of the gym. And I think that speaks volumes for all these people.
And obviously you enjoy it. 5th year being on this team. I mean, you don't always see that in college basketball without transferring somewhere else. What makes you passionate about NDSU?
Yeah, I could go on and on about NDSU. A couple weeks ago, I spoke at a Team Makers event, and all the people that came up to me that I may have not known and just knew stuff about me, it was so special. They're like, oh, like, thanks for coming, thanks for speaking. We know this and this about you. And I think that speaks for itself. When I step on the NDSU campus, I feel like I'm at home. And the fans, the Bison Nation, the team makers, the admin, the coaches, they all look out for you. It doesn't matter. You could be having the worst day ever, and you walk in the facility, and someone's like, oh, hey, how's it going? And they put a smile on your face. So I think that's really what separates NDSU from everywhere else.
Also want to talk about last season, too, and an early exit from here in Sioux Falls. Do you guys let that serve as motivation for the season?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's something we pushed away a little bit and know that we're better than what we came out here and did. But it's definitely in the back of our returners' heads. And when we come back here, it's not something we want to do again. So every time in practice, we're like, hey, that's not going to happen again. So just really sticking to our principles and getting better every single day. And from one practice to another, get better at something that you may have not done so well on the previous practice. So.
What's that been for you so far, from maybe more on a macro level from last year to this year? What are those few little things that you know you can improve in your game specifically?
Probably just bringing everyone on the team with me. Obviously, I can master things that I've known in practice. So just, getting a freshman by you and saying, hey, this is what we got to do. This is how we take the next steps to get better at maybe screen defense, just little things like that. And when we're in practice and it's like, oh, hey, we're running this drill. We've never done it before. So bringing someone with me and explaining to them more in detail than what a coach can on what needs to be accomplished is probably how I'm going to take the next steps moving forward.
We talked to Coach Collins about Elle Evans, and she had a great freshman year, and now as a 6'3" post player, kind of that hybrid 3-4, she can post, she can run. As a point guard, how reassuring is that to know you've got somebody, she can run like a deer, and she can get out in transition? That's got to make you feel pretty darn good when you got the ball in your hands.
Yeah, it does. And like I said, we're going to play fast. So as a point guard, if you can just not even dribble and just chuck it up to someone who's going to grab it and go score a layup, that's a blessing.
Yes.
So it takes a lot of pressure off when maybe they want us to slow the ball down. If we can just get it and run and push it ahead, and score in transition, that's big time for us, and I think it'll be super successful this year. But yeah, like you said, she can run like a deer. We run sprints, and I'm trying my hardest to keep up to her.
Coach says she wins all the time.
She does, and it's like by a lot, like at a couple seconds. So it's like people are really, really exerting everything that they have, and they can't keep up. So
that's impressive. Yeah. I'm impressed.
Well, Heaven, we've got some fun questions for you to wrap things up. First one: who was your basketball role model growing up?
Like professional wise, or like just anyone?
I mean, it could be anyone too.
I was a big LeBron fan, but I'm not anymore. I'm a Michael Jordan fan.
Okay.
Growing up, I'd watch the Cavs, and I get so mad when they play Golden State. But they won the one year, so we're good. But I would watch. People used to tell me I played like Pistol Pete, so
it's a good comparison.
Yeah,
there you go.
Would.
That's old school right there.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would go on YouTube and watch, videos of people dribbling and just doing like fancy moves and stuff like that. So. I would just say Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and whoever I could find on YouTube.
Love it. So you go on a lot of road trips in the Summit League. What are some of your favorite road trip snacks?
Snacks. I would say Cheez-Its for one.
Check. It's been on the list.
It's just
That's
bus
been number
trip.
one
It is
popular
a bus
too.
Yep.
trip. Yeah.
You went. Yep. We've had that one already.
Yeah.
Okay.
One time I decided to make like raw cookie dough and bring it on the bus.
Oh.
And it was
questionable.
like, yeah, it was really good. And we ended up playing really good. So maybe I should bring it back, but I just never did it again because it was too much of a hassle.
As
to,
a
like,
parent,
keep
that makes me
cold.
nervous because of like the raw eggs and stuff.
Oh.
I mean, that makes sense.
I
Don't
eat
tell
it
your
all the
coach
time.
that.
Yeah, let's keep that one to yourself.
Last one. Do you have any superstitions with the game, or does anyone on your team have any fun superstitions that they do? Pre-game rituals, anything like that?
Yeah, I have to listen to Fallen Angel by Poison before I walk out on the court. I'm a big 80s girl, so I listen to that kind of music, and I have to listen to it. I have to put it on my beats and listen to it before I walk out. And then I have to put all my compression stuff on before my jersey. It's just socks, compression,
That's how it goes.
knee pads, then
That's how it
the
works.
jersey.
And the
there you go.
Cheez-Its, the raw cookie
Yeah.
dough.
Check.
Yeah.
She's ready.
Yeah.
Then
it all
she's ready to
together.
play and score.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Evan, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck this season. Up next, we'll have the commissioner of the Summit League, Josh Fenton, joining us. We'll be right back, guys.
Thank you.